And we're testing audio levels right now, making sure everything is good on our live stream. And test 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
And audio test 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
5,
And we will be live in 2 minutes. And 1 minute out till live. All right, everybody, we are live on the rocks with AlphaInfinity Tech, and we are simulcasting to 2 platforms today, just doing a technology demo, making sure we can get everything working. And so what we're going to do today is we're going to take a quick trip out to Lyria, and I'm just going to be watching video stream quality, making sure everything here is good. And if you're joining us during the workday, thank you for joining us. We appreciate it. Let's go ahead and take a look at our prospector here. And of course, as always, if you're live with us, please do me a favor and say something in chat. All right, let's go ahead and get our prospector up, make sure we got our loadout correct. All right, and we got a Brant, a Surge, and a Stampede. That looks pretty dang good to me. Let's go ahead and roll with it. And let's head out to, we're going to head out to Lyria today. See if we can bust some rocks out there, see how things are going.
Welcome to the ASOC Vehicle Retrieval System.
And always, if you're on YouTube or Twitch, doesn't really matter, give me a shout out in chat, and I will mention you on the live stream.
Vehicle selected. Stand by. Your vehicle has been delivered to the following location.
Looks like we're at Hangar 2 today, folks.
Please visit us again.
And off we go. So it looks like we're going to be in Hangar 2. And that's where we're headed today. And I'm going to turn on some music for myself just because I like chilling out. And I'm going to make sure that the audio channel is off for you guys, because I know you don't want to hear it based on the feedback I've been receiving. So, all right, there we go. Music is on now. So you guys shouldn't be hearing any of that on the audio channel. And look at that beautiful prospector. Unbelievable. All right. And yeah, I know it's hopping around in the hangar. That's why we go through the process of getting our ship taken, impounded when we come back with a load of Quantanium. So that's what we're going to do today. And look at this. All right. So what we're going to do today is we're going to head out to Lyria first, and then we're going to go pop some rocks on Mika in the Microtech portion of the universe. And we're going to ask for permission to take off with our game glass. And we're going to try out the voice attack macro, see if we can load up some modules onto our prospector before we head out to Mika 1. But first, that's interesting how I volatile cargo warning. Let's go ahead and power that off. Let's get the heck out of here. Let's get this thing stored. Yikes. So for everybody who's just now joining, basically what happened was that we had a 30K, and unfortunately I figured that cargo would have been lost. I think I had about 24 SCU or so on board. So let's go find out. Let's run for it, get this thing stored, and find out what's going on. And I didn't realize we had volatile cargo on board. I must have 30K'd out in a prospector last night, and it must have auto-stored. And so we'll get that stored before it explodes. Then we'll run down to the refinery, offload any cargo we have on board, and then we'll head out. Okay, there's our prospector. Let's get it stored up. Hey, Bexar, welcome back. Larry Carter, welcome back. Hey, Greg, welcome on. Welcome back. Yeah, guys, hey, I'm simulcasting on Twitch and YouTube at the same time. Just trying out the technology, seeing if everything's working. Double checking our audio levels, making sure that our streaming quality is good. So welcome back, guys. And hey, Hercules and Xena, welcome on. Glad to have you on the stream. Oddball, good evening, my friend. And you guys let me know how the streaming quality is on at least this platform. I'm curious to know. I want to make sure that our audio levels in game and voice are good. And you guys should not be hearing any music at all. But I pulled my prospector out, and I could go a lot of different places with that, but we're not going to do that on the stream. I pulled the prospector out, put it in the hangar, and I got a volatile cargo warning. So what we're going to do is see if we can, yep, there it is. And look at that. I had a full 3199 SCU on there. Look at that. Weird. I was in the mole last night when we 30K'd out for the final time, so I don't know why it's sitting in there now on the prospector. Kind of weird, but that's okay. Well, I'll take it. And look at all these work orders. So we had last night These are all from last night, by the way. 30 and 39 yield. I got a little, I picked up a little bit of rocks after Mr. Sandbagger, so I got 931 off of that. I picked up a couple of rocks after somebody else, 1064, 1004, and 2920. So that's where we're at. Who knew that I had 32 SCU full of Quantanium sitting on that prospector? Like I said, it must have 30K'd out on us. And look at this. Yeah, Larry, I'll tell you what, man. I love it when I start out with a surprise load of quant. Though I will say the pucker factor went up just a little bit when I saw that volatile cargo warning go off while I was in the hangar. Wasn't expecting that, but hey, you know, that's one of those good surprises in life, right? So what we're going to do is we're going to go bust out some rocks on Lyria, and then I'll make one trip out to Microtech. I have a ton of modules. I don't even want to show you guys how many modules I bought. You're going to laugh at me. And I'm going to load up as many of those as I can with the voice attack script. And then we'll head out to Microtech, and maybe I'll try and bust something out on Calliope or Clio. We'll see. Maybe even Euterpe if I'm feeling really frisky. Okay, now that our prospector should be empty, let's take a look at what we have here. And if you're just joining us, welcome to On the Rocks Live with AlphaInfinity Tech. We're live streaming during the workday today. We usually stream at night. And if you're joining us from your place of employment, welcome. Glad to have you. We're also simulcasting on Twitch at the same time. And look at that beautiful prospector. Okay, let's see if she'll blow up on us. And Oddball, thanks for the feedback, my friend. Glad to have you back on. Greg is saying he was putting around an MT Microtech yesterday and found, surprisingly, I'm telling you, man, they're out. I have a video in the editing phase right now. We're going to do a Microtech part 2. And I'm just going to go through a few things that I didn't have time to go through on the first video. And we're going to talk about some things to do and not to do. And I think I have 9, maybe even 10 work orders stacked up at Microtech right now at McL1. And that's not coming from the belt, folks. That's all on the moons. And Hercules is asking, did you get the permanent module that reduces inert by 20%? I don't think I did. Not this time around. I'm running the Brant Surge and Stampede on this guy at the moment. But I may be running that on my prospector back at McL1. We'll find out. I have a prospector parked here, another one at McL1, and another one at Crew L1. So you guys know I'm serious about mining, to say the least, right? Okay, did we not select our destination? We should probably do that. Sorry, my Rockstar zeros are just not kicking in yet. There we go. Amazing what happens when we choose a destination on the star map. Look at that. Perfect. And we're running the Voyage or the Atlas in this particular prospector. I can't remember. She'll get us there nice and fast. Probably could be running the VK00 if I wanted to. And yeah, Bob, we might be able to have time for that. I'm not sure yet. But yeah, I'm willing to test. And we're only 2.3 out from ArtCorp. And then once we land there, once we come out of Quantum, that is, we're not going to land on ArtCorp. Then we'll shoot over to Lyria, probably Sal 2. And we'll start the day out mining on Sal 2 today. And things are looking good. All right. And Greg is saying he threw an Atlas into his prospector a few days ago, and what a difference it makes. It really does. You know, in the mining world and actually in bounty hunting, piracy, it doesn't really matter what you're doing in Star Citizen. Time is money. And if you're spending time in Quantum, then you're not spending time on a rock, or you're not looking for a rock. And that's where the money's made. We don't make any money doing this. And when I say make money, I mean, you know, the fake stuff in the Star Citizen world. All right. And we're on our Aero Greycat blue suit today. For those of you who are subscribers, let me know. I'm going to put up a poll here in just a minute. I want to know what you guys think about the new exploration suit. I think it's called the Zeus. The Zeus exploration suit that comes out that you're supposed to get if you're a subscriber. And while we're inbound to Lyria right now, I'm going to go ahead and throw up a poll. And there's that poll, folks. Do you like the new exploration suit? Let me know. You have to be a subscriber. You have to pay a monthly fee for that thing. And looks like we might be on the dark side of the moon today. Boo. Aim Potat, welcome back, man. Glad to have you. We are simulcasting on 2 platforms today, just doing a technology demo and making sure everything is good. OBS is telling me that our total data output's looking fantastic. I love seeing 0.0% on skipped and frames missed due to rendering lag. So, all right. Hey, look at that. I was wrong. We're in the light. So let's go ahead and flip this thing over and look for a good space to find some Quantanium here. We'll get our mining head out. Nothing on radar at the moment, so I see a lot of white. And a lot of planes. So let's just go ahead and throw out a 360 FOV scan right here, and let's start the day out right. Anytime you get more than one return on Lyria, it is going to be Quantanium. Not that way out on the moons of Microtech, folks. Different rules out there. But we'll talk about that in our next video. Beautiful. All singles so far. Lyria's not being nice to me. Not being easy for me, so we'll just do a clockwise scan here. And you have about 30 seconds before these opportunity markers disappear on you, so you got to be fast. Okay, another single. And another single. And another single, but I now have a direction I want to head. I think I want to head out that direction after we get done here. And so we'll just scan all the ones that are close to us, make sure we don't miss a freebie sitting on the ground right below us. You know? Yeah, there's an east right there. And we are looking good. 12.1 out. And I do have music playing in the background for me, but you guys should not hear any music. All right, and I believe that is about it on our 360 scan. So, all singles. Come on, Lyria. We can do better than that. Yeah, we can do better than that, Lyria. Come on. All right, let's get out of here. Let's head off to our spot over here. I think that's going to be, yep, it's going to be right over here. And I'm going to pull the mining head in, and I want to limit our speed to about 300 kph, you know, just so we can slow down quickly if we need to. And then we'll redeploy the mining head, move our FOV back out at 360. Probably could do fine at 179, but Hercules and Xena saying he likes the Michelin Man suit. And Oddball Gaming, greatly appreciated, my friend. Same handle on Twitch. Hopefully I'm not too incredibly difficult to find. And so we're going to fly out in this direction. The interesting thing about Sal 2 versus Sal 5 is that there's a little bit less Quantanium friendly geography out here. You know, normally you want to be seeing a little bit more gray. And Aimpotat, I actually have a mole configuration guide on the YouTube channel. However, I will tell you this. With the mole, you get 3 mining heads. And you want to set up 2 of those mining heads for breaking. And you want to set up 1 of those mining heads for collecting, so that you can collect really fast. And so my advice would be Lancet MH2s on the sides. Oh, there we go. Look at that. Lancet MH2s on the side and a Helix in the front. And by the way, the reason you want the Helix in the front is because by the time it's time to collect, you want to have a shorter route between you and that cockpit as possible. And so, you know, you can run basically the same, almost the same setup on those Lancet heads as you do on a Prospector. So, you know, if you want to go a Vox C3, Brant Surge, you can do that. If you want to do a Brant Surge Optimum, you can do that. If you want to do a Brant Surge and something else, you can even do that. Stampede, for example. And you do, and Hercules is absolutely correct. You get 96 SCU on a mole. Now, we're going to talk about the viability of a mole on a moon like Euterpe in our next video. But I will say that it is Prospector. So we got a 20% rock right here. And is this one going to be halfway? A 6891 rock. Wow. But probably going to be a very low instability is my guess. Because Lyria doesn't treat me nicely anymore. Yeah, so this one's going to be a 444. So we're going to be in the 10% range on this, maybe. 2%. Yikes. Yeah, we're not interested in that one. And honestly, at 3267, at 2020, I'm not really even sure. I'll get you guys a nice camera angle here. Yeah, and Adrian, you can run a Helix or an Impact. It really doesn't matter. The reason that I'm running the Helix is because of the power output, and the FLTR-XL modules, I think, reduce that a little bit. So, but I stacked 3 of those things on that front mining head, and so the collection rate is out of control. It's wonderful. It really is nice. All right. And Oddball, I can see you chatting there on Twitch. Thank you. Thank you for that. All right. Let me pull up the Quantanium calculator here. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to copy this in chat for you guys. And I just want to make sure that you guys can see this on the live stream. There you go. That is what I'm using to determine whether or not I want to waste my time on this rock. So let's go back to the cockpit here. And let me see who's coming in real quick. And for those that don't know, you can do a passive scan just by hitting the V key. You don't have to lock a target up. At a range at the moment, so not bad. All right. So on this particular rock, and I'm going to go ahead and reduce my profile here. Boy, look at that shadow bug right there. Isn't that cool? All right, so on this particular rock, and I put that link in the description for you guys, we're sitting at 20% Quantanium at 3267, and I'll tell you exactly how much money's sitting in this rock right here, and I'll tell you whether or not I want to break it or not. So on this particular rock, you're looking at 114,000. So pretty interesting. And I don't have a red UI designator for this guy, so I don't think can't get a scan going though for some reason. No signal strength on this one. All right, I say let's leave this rock alone, come back for bigger ones. I'd really like to take home a full load out of Lyria today. I don't think I'm interested in... This one's only going to do just a few SCU, so nothing major. Master Machete, what's up, man? Glad to have you. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to fly away from here for a while. I generally don't like being near other miners or players if we can avoid it, so we'll just haul over to another mountain range. And let's find out. This looks like a good one over here. And there we go. Looking good. And let's go ahead and get the mining head out and give this one a shot. And we'll decel here. You guys can see my thrust is at 120%. Oh, look at that. And we got a double right there. That can't be right. Must be... That's Obsidian. Okay. And if you're just joining us, welcome to On the Rocks with AlphaInfinity Tech. We are live out in Lyria today. And things are... We found a couple of rocks so far, but nothing worth taking home. So we're going to keep on scanning until we find something decent here. There's another double right there. Let's go take a look. Yeah, and thanks, Hercules. Yeah, about 100K on that last rock. I'm looking for a 250 plus K rock if we can find one. And Kenny, thanks for the sub, man. Appreciate it. And let's see if we can find out what's going on right here. That looks like that could be a single, and I thought we had a double sitting right over here. There it is. It was hiding from us. Okay. Let's see what we got on this rock right here. We'll just kind of snuggle up in the valley here. And I think what we have here, folks, is a non-scannable. Let me redeploy the mining head here real quick. Okay, so we have a 44% rock right here. I think I'm going to take that one home. What do you guys think? I think we're going to bust that one up today. This one, on the other hand, let's find out what we got. And Oddball, I just restarted that Twitch stream, so let me know if that resolves it. Hopefully it'll fix things. And in the meantime, I'm going to take one more look at our friend over here. Could just be a... Still not getting a scan back on this guy, so I don't think I'm going to be too worried about him. Probably just a glitch of some kind. Alright. So our first rock of the day, folks, welcome to the stream, by the way, is going to be a 44% at 3366. And that should be a pretty decent rock. I think we should take that one home. So at 3366, I'm just using my calculator here. At 44%, we're looking at 260,000 refined. So yeah, we're going to take that rock home. Let's go ahead and do it. I'm just going to get on the shady side of this rock just so I can see my HUD just a little bit better. There we go. And let me get back onto my live stream here. So Aimpotet actually asked a really good question. It depends on where you're at. And for the moons of Microtech, I would roll with multiple prospectors. Lyria, on the other hand, I'd probably roll with a prospector and a mole. All right, we're off to the races, folks. Let's throw a surge into this thing, get the party started. And there we are. Then we're going to throw a stampede at it. That way we can get through the burn faster, get through that optimal green faster. And I'm going to get my power level back up. And we are off to the races, and that rock is broken just like that. Boom. Ah, there it is. Beautiful. All right, and of course the pitfall of mining on a hill is that your stuff's always going to roll downhill. All right, I'm going to give you guys a nice outside view here. Look at that. Nice 44% rock. Got $250,000 sitting right there. Not bad. Not bad at all. Looking good. Looking really good. All right, let's go ahead and get the rest of the breaks going. And if you're just joining us, we are live with AlphaInfinity Tech. We are on the rocks today. I'm gonna go ahead and put the sun at my 6 and put my HUD in just a little bit better spot so I can see it better. And let's go ahead and do a scan on these. So we have 100% quartz. I have a feeling I'm going to be breaking that one anyway, just to get at the rock underneath. And you guys notice I haven't used a brand at all. So what we're going to do is we'll throw a brand at this fragment once we have our, we're into the optimal here. Looking good. Okay, there's our brand. Bring our power level down. Leave it at about 6 to 12% in that range so we don't have to mess around with the mouse too much. I used to do the main break with the branch, and now I'm doing them with just the stampede and the surge on some of these rocks. I don't ever use a brand on the main break anymore. Ever since 317 came out, these fragments have gotten a lot more challenging. You'll end up in the overcharge a lot faster than you want to. But Aimpotet kind of summarize. You know, if you have friends, a mole for Lyria, multiple prospectors for the moons, just because of the wind. However, if you have you know, a pilot, somebody who just wants to pilot and doesn't mind piloting, the mole's perfectly fine on all the moons, you know. So, but the nice thing about multiple prospectors is they can scout a lot faster. You know, the mole is not the most efficient at finding things. So if you have somebody scouting for you and a prospector, the mole's a good ship to be in, especially if you can multi-crew it. And here we go. We're going to bust this guy right underneath here. I think that some of this is probably in the ground, so we're going to find out. There it is. And there it is, looking good. All right, and I think what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and bust this one up, not because I want to take it home with me, but because I want it out of the way. And let's see, I don't have an optimum on this, so we'll just leave it in the mid optimal range here. And we're just busting this to get it out of the way. That's all we want to do. I'm hoping some of this stuff will slough off and get it out. And off we go. So the guys on our live stream last night, they all pulled in well over 250. There was one that pulled in 1.4. All right, there goes that. And let's check this one over here. Might as well go ahead and bust this one too. Just like I said, I do see some fragment under the ground here. So I want to move all this stuff out of the way. Then we'll get busy with scanning and collecting, and then we'll get out of here. And we'll just keep the energy level nice and easy on this. And it looks like Hercules likes the rock mining with friends. How many of you guys are doing rocks? You guys tried the rock mining on Aberdeen or some of these other places? Yeah, it's cool out on the moons of Microtech, but man, it is hot where you find those rocks. Okay, so we have a 93%. It looks like this whole fragment right here. Let's go ahead and scan and see what we can see here. So we got a 107 at 10, so that's a 100%er. That's 100% quartz right there. Okay, we can get to that one because it's above ground. And absolutely, I agree with Adrian. Rock mining is definitely chill. There's a 93% quantanium. That's why we busted those other rocks on top of it. Move everything out of the way. No reason to take home junk if we don't have to. All right, we're going to bring the charge level up, and then we're going to throw a brand at it here in just a moment. And I save all my brands consumables now for fragments. None of them on the main break. Not one. And looking good. And Oddball, I'll check that Twitch feed here in just a moment. Should be okay on mobile. It's looking okay on the web browser for me. And there goes that break. That one's going to be done. There it is. All right. Now let's make sure we don't have anything else interesting right here. It's a 351 mass, so 100% quartz. So now we're going to get into extraction mode, and we're going to start looking at what we can take home to the refinery here. There's a 100%er. Let's grab it. And, you know, when you upgrade the quantum drive on your prospector, you don't have to worry about getting too far into your TUC. That's why you don't see me scanning every fragment before I collect. You know, with the stock drive, absolutely. With this one, not so much. Okay, 69% on that one. I'm only looking for 100%ers right now. There's another 100%er. So Impetat's saying we tried Andromeda with 2 rocks. 2 guys are busy mining. 1 guy's in the snub searching for the next place to mine. That's not a bad idea. You know, and that snub's fast. It is. Perfect for that job. Hey, Impetat, how's the snub fighter scanning range? I'm curious. Haven't tried it before. %, quartz, okay. And I usually don't even wait for these scans to finish. If I see a 10 on instability or something like that right there, that tells me it's going to be a pretty decent fragment. But yeah, I think the snub fighter would be perfect. Okay, 54, so that's not something we're interested in. Let's see if anything rolled down the hill on us here. I know we had a few. Quite a few, actually. 99% quartz on that one. 12% quantanium. We'll pick that one up as a last resort. I must have some quant hiding somewhere. And there we are into our TUC. And what we're going to do here is we're just going to collect, and then we'll head back. We'll get impounded. Must have some hundreds over here somewhere. These are smaller fragments, though. Quartz. Yeah, we gotta have something sitting in the ground that we missed. We'll have to take a look here in a minute. Quartz. %. And 46%. And 100%. So we'll go ahead and grab this guy right here. Probably going to be a 20 SCU rock after all. We should have more though. According to my calculator, we should have a lot more. All right, let's get into... We have something hiding someplace. Somewhere we missed something. 12%. And we're just going to double check where our rock was here. So either it rolled down the hill on us. But I'm pretty sure we grabbed everything, and I don't think we went, had anything go inert. Yeah, there's got to be some more here somewhere. Let's go ahead and break this one real quick. I have a little bit of time. Go ahead and get this 100% fragment busted open. There it is. There they are. I knew we were missing something. There it is. Now I'm feeling a little bit better about our situation here. 100% quartz. And here's a nice little quant fragment, 70%. We'll take it home. We're at 22 SCU here. Sometimes you got to blow stuff up to make stuff happen. All right. There's our another 100% fragment right there that we were missing. Raw. Another raw right there. There's our other 100%er right there. Fantastic. Okay. And I believe that this one's going to be... Let's go ahead and just start collecting. Yep, that's another one right there. We're at 30.22, so I'm just going to go ahead and take yes for an answer. And we'll go ahead and head on out. Okay, we'll get that mining head back in, and then we'll jet on out of here. Get our quantum drive spooled up. Spool time on this drive is really small. You know, you're not going to be waiting a long time. See, we're already ready to roll. That's the nice thing about Lyria. And let me check on my Twitch feed real quick. Make sure that we're good there on the mobile side. And don't forget, guys, we have a poll question up top. Let me know what you guys are thinking. I want to know. We're always trying to ask questions. See where you guys are at. And we're almost back to Arc L1. And that's the nice thing about upgrading the drive on the Prospector. By the way, for those that are new, I have a video on that on the YouTube channel. So we talk about what components to put in on both the ship component side as well as the mining modules and consumables and mining head and all that. So hopefully you find that, guys. Hopefully you find that helpful. All right, and we are already back. Nice, easy, no stress. $200 and something thousand trip out to Lyria this morning or this afternoon. Yep, it's officially this afternoon. And look at that. Not even into our vault cargo warning. Plenty of time to get a refining order set up and to get everything rolling. It's another beautiful day in the Star Citizen universe. And it looks like, let me take a look at the poll here. Not quite enough answers yet, so I'll leave the poll up for 5 more minutes. Let me know what you guys are feeling about that. And then I'm going to put up a poll about CitizenCon next. I want to know how many of you guys are going to watch that live. I'm interested to know. All right, we're going to haul butt into ARC-L1 here. We're really not in that big of a hurry. If I pull my mining head out, you guys see I got 8 minutes and 36 seconds left. I mean, we are doing just fine. So we'll go into VTOL mode. We'll get our landing gear deployed here. And like I said, because of the hangar bug, I'm not going to even bother trying to park in a hangar. All I'm going to do is sit on an impound and wait for it. And let's see, that looks like a great, as good a place as any to get impounded right there. So that's where we'll shoot for here. Try and avoid any obstacles. There we go. See if we can get our prediction indicator to cooperate here. There it comes. And we'll drop our power level down. Limit our velocity coming into our landing here. And Hercules is wondering what the return is on ARC-L1. So your refining bonus here is 0. So I believe MiC-L1 has the best refining bonus at maybe 2 or 3%. But ARC-L1, it's there is no refining bonus here. All right, let's go ahead and slow down. And there's our vault of cargo warning. And here we go. We're going to snuggle up to the hangar. There's our obstruction alert, impound vehicle alert. And so now what we're going to do is we're going to go out to the external view. We're just going to drop her down a little bit. We're not going to actually touch the landing pad. We're going to sit right above it. We're going to get back into the cockpit. And at 5 seconds, we are going to kill the power. And we are going to pay the impound fee instead of losing 200,000 in Quantanium because the thing bounces around in the hangar after we land. And for those that don't know, I lost $500,000 on a mole. I parked it, dropped down on the elevator, walked away from the mole, walked up to the elevator, mole exploded. It was bouncing around for some reason. All right, kill the power. And there we go. And still 6-7 minutes left on the vault of cargo warning, so plenty of time. And now that our ship is stored, we should be in great shape. Look at that. Beautiful. And I'm going to put the performance overlay up for you guys. That way you can see what kind of frame rates we're getting on our 12900K water cool build with the RTX 3090. I am going to be doing a 7950X build when it becomes available in the next month or two. That's the new AMD processor. This is a 5950X replacement. It's supposed to be 10 to 20% faster than the 12900K. And the reason I'm going back to AMD is because this 12900K runs hot. even water cooled. I'm throwing 350 liters an hour of coolant across that processor, and it's still, the coolant's coming off processor at 43 degrees Celsius. And it uses a lot more power. So I'm going to head back into the AMD realm for now. And then hopefully Intel will lower their power requirements. And I don't really have that much of a choice because the RTX 4090 is going to have a really steep power requirement for that card. And so instead of running a 1500 watt power supply, we're just going to drop our power requirements down on the processor and give the video card more, because obviously we don't have much of a choice there. Okay, 2899 refinable, 2407 on the Quantanium side, and we're going to just select Think Solvenation, and that'll get us, will get us a quote. That'll get us a nice yield out of that 2286. We'll go ahead and hit confirm, and that is another work order. And there we are, folks, looking good. And if you're watching on Twitch, make sure you select quality 1080p source. And of course, if you're on YouTube, make sure you select 1080p on source for that as well, on quality. All right. And we're not even into our sustenance yet, so we're not dehydrated. Oh, we are dehydrated a little bit. Nothing to worry about though. And Oddball, not sure what's happening with Twitch. I tried it on my mobile device. It seems to be working for me okay.
Someone from accounts, please contact management. Accounts, contact management. Thank you.
But let me check it out one more time here. And I'm going to stand still for just a moment while we're pulling that up.
Today's scheduled waste disposal has been postponed until further notice.
And if you're in chat, let me know how you're feeling about the new exploration suit. It's called the Zeus exploration suit. It's a subscriber benefit that apparently they gave out to all the subscribers. And so it looks cool. I have not had a chance to take a look at the stats yet. For those that already have the suit, let me know if this is a hot environment suit or a cold environment suit. It kind of looked like a hot environment suit to me. But let me know in chat what you guys think about that. And Oddball, I have in fact duplicated the problem in Twitch. So let's go ahead and try toggling it one more time. I'm trying out a restream service on Twitch to see how things are going there. And it does not appear that they're going that great. So hopefully it'll be something I have to get resolved. But in the meantime, on the Zeus exploration suit, let me know what you guys think. Is it a hot environment suit, cold environment suit? I mean, where is it? Where would you use such a thing? I own it. I have not used it yet. Okay. And so here's what's about to happen. I'm going to, let's go into inventory mode here. And what I'm going to do is I'm just going to alt tab out real quick. And I'm going to make sure that we have voice attack running. So voice attack, here we go. And I'm actually not using voice attack in game. All I'm doing is using the macro. So there's that. And what we're going to do is we're going to load up our prospector, hopefully. with lots of stuff. So if we get out of sustenance mode here, this is what I want to take. I want to go into utility. Sorry, not utility. We want to go into vehicle and mining. And all this stuff. I want to load up as much of that in the prospector as I can. So what we're going to do now is we're going to grab this.
To the ASOP vehicle retrieval system.
And we're going to grab our prospector that we took down to. I have a couple of them here. We're going to take this one right here. Pay the fine.
I'm sorry. That vehicle is currently impounded.
Go back. And we're going to get this prospector out. And we're going to transfer items from local inventory, ARC-L1, to ship inventory on the prospector. And I'm going to attempt to use this macro. And it's worked successfully in the past, so it's not like I'm beta testing with you guys on the stream. But I want to see if it's possible to transfer as many of these mining modules over to the prospector as possible, because I don't want to have to take an MSR and then come back and and claim or get the prospector again halfway across the universe. So we're gonna give that a shot out right now. So we'll board, and there's our beautiful prospector. And see this bouncing around stuff that's going on all the time. That's why I don't park in the hangar anymore with a full load of Quantanium. And off we go. Trovian, welcome back, my friend. Glad to have you on. We're mining during the day today. Glad to have you. All right, we're going to hit the I button. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to go over to filters and I'm going to select other. And then I'm going to move my mouse over here. And we're going to see if we can get this thing working here. And one mining module, 7%. That's not a... Let's go ahead and go here and go to options. One thing about these macros is that you want to make sure that your mouse acceleration and smoothing is turned off. All right, return the game. And it does not appear as though voice attack's working at all. So let's make sure we got things rolling here. Transfer inventory up on the profile. Let's close it and reopen it. There it is. Go and edit our profile here. Make sure left control, left alt, left nom. Yep, that's what we're doing. Okay, we'll hit cancel, minimize. And back into inventory. Too large for container, huh? Wow. No, that can't be true. Let's go back here. At least we got it working, sort of. Okay, let's go back here and unselect vehicle. Let's make sure. We don't have anything. Clear filter. Yeah, so the only thing we have, make sure vehicle selected. There we go. All right. Gotta have the right thing selected. Let's try this again. So that's the voice attack script running, and it's not running fast enough for me. So what I'm going to do is go back to controls, and we're going to move our mouse acceleration up and down. Get out of inventory. There we go. Back into inventory. Select vehicle. Still running kind of slow though. And what we're going to do here is we're going to go to filter and select other. And find that, as you know. And then we'll place our mouse correctly, and now things should move nice and quick for us, hopefully. There it goes. There's our voice attack script. Moving our mining modules into inventory for us. 45, 46, 47. See how far that capacity is going up on the prospector? Pretty interesting, huh? So we're just going to do that until it's full. Look at that. There we go. Okay. Let's go ahead and try a couple of these as well. That's a Brant and an Optimum. I want to grab a few Optimums while we're at it. 89, 90, 91, 92, 93, 99, 100. Okay. And so just to make sure it worked, there they all are. And that, folks, is the voice attack script in a nutshell. So we're going to go back to our controls. I'm going to turn my mouse smoothing up to 25%. For those that are curious why I run mouse smoothing at 25%, it is because when I do this, it's not as hard on you guys. Kugel83, welcome, man. Looking good. All right, let's go ahead and for those that aren't aware, Kugel's was our prospector giveaway winner, and we're going to be giving away a ship every month once we reach 3,000 subscribers on our YouTube channel. Okay, we're going to set a course for Mikkel 1, and we're going to see if we can go find some Quantanium on one of the moons here. We're going to do it live. And let's go ahead and get permission to take off on our game glass here.
You are clear to launch.
And there we go. And for those on Twitch, I'm sorry it's not working out. I'm going to have to fix that technical issue. On the mobile side, it looks like it's working perfectly on the non-mobile side, so I'm not sure. Why it would be messing up on the non-mobile, but let's go ahead and take off here. There's our beautiful prospector. Go ahead and get the gear up. Get the quantum drive spun up. Get out of the hangar. And we have a little 53 million kilometer trip out there today. But because we're running an upgraded drive, shouldn't take too long. And if you're just joining us, take a look at our poll question. I want to know if you like the new Zeus exploration suit. It was for subscribers. I'll go ahead and close down that poll in a little bit. We got 14 votes. And if you're on the live stream today with me, please give me a thumbs up. Greatly appreciated. And we'll get you guys on an external view while I try and troubleshoot the Twitch side of things for a little bit. And we'll go ahead and mess with our camera view here. And there we go. Awesome. And meanwhile, I'm going to delete the Twitch mobile version I'm running because it says that one of the reasons that we might run into this is if we're running an outdated version of Twitch. So we'll find out. I doubt that's what the reason is. I think my iOS device updates automatically, but that's one of the first things that comes up. So we'll just go ahead and remove it. And then re-add it. And for those that are just joining us, welcome to On the Rocks with AlphaInfinity Tech. We are live out in the verse today. We've already been out to Lyria, pulled in roughly 350,000, maybe 400,000 in Quantanium on just a couple of short runs. Nice, easy, stress-free mining. And now we're going to head out to a place that's just a little bit more dangerous. And that is going to be the moons of Microtech. And I think we're going to try either Cleo or Calliope. Not sure yet. I think I'm going to go to Cleo, maybe, just because it's green. And I'm going to go ahead and end the current poll, and I want to know how many of you guys are going to watch the CitizenCon live. And that poll is up, folks. Let me know. And let's check on our progress here. Yeah, we're already 31. We're only 31 million kilometers out now, so we're looking good. Looking good. And there we are in our beautiful Aero Grey Cat blue suit. And we are headed out to the moons of Microtech. See if we can find some Quantanium out there. It's a totally different animal mining on those moons versus Lyria, that's for sure. But CitizenCon is October 8th, and my understanding is that it should be fairly interesting. I guess we'll find out, right? But I want to know how many of you guys are going to watch that live. And Kugel says he's getting nice and close to buying his own MSR. Even though the MSR is kind of a pain to get in and out of, I really believe it is truly a ship worth owning in the Star Citizen universe. You know, it's got a few Star Wars references in it. You'll notice when you're walking through it, but it's got the nice, cool server room. It's got cargo capacity. I'm sure you can fit a few vehicles in there. A rock miner for sure. Maybe an Ursa rover. I don't know. Can you get an Ursa rover in an MSR? I think you might be able to. And Adrian saying will probably be disappointing news for us. Come on, Adrian. I know you're looking forward to the physics calculations that they use for the sheets, right? Logos, welcome back, man. Glad to have you. Yeah, and that's going to be my next question. Do you guys actually want me to do kind of a YouTube summary? You want me to do a video on the summary so you can just watch it on the channel, or would you rather watch it live and come to your own conclusions? Because I'm not going to go into every piece of minutia that they go through on the stream. I was thinking about just doing a video on the really relevant parts. You know, where are they at on the persistent universe? Where are they at with the Bantu merchantman? Where are they at on some of the new ships that are coming out? You know, what are we expecting with Pyro? You know, what should we expect before the end of the year? The new UI that's supposed to be updated in 3.18. Those are all the things that I was going to put in my video. Hammer Up, welcome to the stream, man. Glad to have you on. He says, I think a summary and the stuff you're looking forward to. I agree. There are streamers out there and content creators who will go into every nook and cranny, every corner, lift up every rock, tell you every single little piece of information you want to know. I, on the other hand, like to summarize. I like to give you guys kind of a 30,000 foot view of what's happening. So I'm going to sit there and I'm going to watch it all day, take some notes, and then do some, put together a video on what I think is going to impact you the most, like the UI. For example, the UI changes that are coming look pretty impressive. And we're going to talk about those. And maybe some of the ships that are inbound, any capital class ships that you can pledge for, that are upcoming. We'll talk about those. New fighters, anything on the mining front, maybe the Odyssey. We'll talk about that if that's coming up. And of course, we're all interested in the server mesh architecture that they're putting together on AWS or wherever this is hosted. I'm pretty sure it's on Amazon. I doubt they'd be going with the Microsoft or Google cloud technologies, but hey, you never know. And here we are at MICO 1, and we're going to show you guys that inventory system again. And we're going to now move all that stuff from Prospector inventory to MICO 1 local inventory. And some of you who are wondering, why am I going through this? It's because I can't buy Brant and Surge modules at MICO 1. Can't buy them at the refinery. Actually, I don't think you can buy Brant, Surge, or Optimum. You definitely can't buy Surge and Optimum, but or Brant. So I'm pretty sure all three of those were missing on the list. But so I had to make a run out to ARC L1 where you can get most of the good stuff and then transport it. But the part that interests me the most is Pyro. I really want to see what's going to happen with Pyro. It looks like anything they can do to expand the universe is always a good thing. And, you know, they make such beautiful environments that Pyro, that environment is actually something I can look forward to. And I don't know if they're even thinking about releasing it in the next year, but it sure would be nice to have someplace else to go. The universe is getting a little bit small now, especially with 100 players per instance. So, Adrian, I know they're not going to fix. Well, I can't say I know because I don't, but I doubt the raft is high on their resource list. But hopefully you're right. Hopefully they fix it, and hopefully they add that functionality. You know, that cargo handling crew seat in the back on the Argo raft. Hopefully they get all that right. But we'll see. We'll see what comes up. I'm very curious. It's October 8th, I believe. So I will be. And I may do a live stream of the stream. I don't know. It depends. It depends on what you guys want. And I can give you my commentary while they're doing it. Okay, here we go. Let's go ahead and get out of the seat. And I'm going to go ahead and turn my mouse smoothing back down to 0. And then we'll get this inventory transferred. So we'll go stand over here. We'll go to options, controls, mouse smoothing to 0. That's for the script, by the way. You have to have it at 0. See how this mouse smoothing is no longer there? Now you guys are going to get sick watching my stream. So I'm going to not do that anymore. We're going to hit I. And here's MIC L1 Shallow Frontier Station inventory. Here's our vehicle inventory. I'm going to go to other just to move all this stuff out of the way. And I'm going to click over that direction. And that is way too slow. Let's try that one more time. Can't wait here all day. Don't know why. Sometimes it's fast, sometimes it's slow. There it goes. And so we're just going to transfer all this inventory over. Every last bit of it. And that is what the macro's for. And I'm totally with you, man, on the fixing the raft. I think they should have fixed it before they sold it. That's just me. All right, and here we go. Almost done. Done. And I only have 1 or 2 items left, so we'll just go and do those manually. And then we'll unselect other, and look at that. Everything is there. And you guys notice I have lots of modules, some Vox C3s, some Bore Maxes, and there's all our mining modules, and I'm going to need to make another trip. I thought I bought 50 or 60, and then we're going to get mouse smoothing turned back on so that the stream is not terrible. There we go. In the 25 to 28 range, return to game, and now things are nice and easy. All right. And that is the inventory macro in a nutshell. Let me know in chat if you guys want me to do a video on that. It's fairly simple to set up. And Adrian's saying if they would introduce the Expanse or Vulture, he'd be happy. And I'm looking forward to seeing what they're going to bring to the table. The Expanse, the Odyssey, whatever it is. I'd like to know what's happening. But I'd really like them to fix the server meshing side of the equation. I think that the 30K thing during events is kind of a bummer. So, all right, let's go ahead and select other. Let's take our helmet off. We have some sustenance to take care of real quick. I have 4 cruise Luxes in my inventory. We're just going to take one of those. And the nice thing about these is that they are easy to buy and easy to use. And it'll fix my sustenance and hydration problem all at the same time. And then what we're going to do is we're going to load up our prospector with modules. And we're going to head out to one of the moons of Microtech where it's cold, windy, could be dark. All right, we're going to go ahead and litter in the Star Citizen world here. And we're going to go ahead and put our helmet back on. And last but not least, we're going to take a look at our prospector, make sure we're outfitted properly here. There she is. Notice I have a Terrapin parked here. That's what I usually like to jaunt across the universe in. Okay, so we're going to go with a Brant in slot 1, a Surge in slot 2, and possibly a Stampede in slot 3. Brant, Surge, Stampede. And that's going to be our loadout for our first trip out to the moons today. And then we're going to go ahead and grab our
vehicle retrieval system.
Our prospector and head on out.
Vehicle selected. Stand by.
And Greg is saying he's had more 30Ks in the last few days than in the previous month. I'm with you, man. I mean, it's been, we thought they fixed the 30K issue. They did a pretty good job on it in 3.17.1. And then it looks like we had some regression in code in 3.17.2 or maybe some load that they didn't account for. But either way, the 30Ks have been overall very interesting, to say the least. And thank you for saying hello on Twitch, Logos. Apparently I didn't park my prospector. I was a bad miner. So we may have to go back in. If you guys run into this out in the verse, the easiest thing to do is to store and then try and come back and pick it up again. And off we go. Stan, welcome, my friend. Glad to have you back on. We are simulcasting on Twitch and YouTube today. It looks like the Twitch feed is working for maybe PC and Mac. So the web version is working okay, but it appears as though the app is not doing well. So it's something we're going to have to troubleshoot, and we'll get back to it. And let's go ahead and take a crack at... Let's go take a look at Clio today. And there is our beautiful prospector, kind of just floating there for some reason. It's a feature, not a bug. Get our quantum drive spun up. And I just want to make sure my module loadout is correct. Brant, Surge, Stampede. All right, check. And we are off to the races, folks. And here we go.
Please visit again.
And Adrian's saying no need for the Odyssey. We already have the Carrack and the mining ships. Its purpose kind of wouldn't be used unless they bring Pyro along with it too. And I'm curious to see what they do with Pyro, honestly. I don't know. You know, it's just something we'll have to figure out. All right, and we are off to the races. We are not running a VK00 on this Prospector. We're a Voyage on this one as well. I think I'm going to run a VK00 on this one, though, because I don't spend a lot of time out in the belt out here. So, and for you guys on the stream, you're going to see real fast that we're going to get multiple returns on opportunity markers, but we are not going to have Quantanium on those returns all the time. So, and if you'd like the stream, give me a thumbs up. Hit that thumbs up button for me on the YouTube side of the equation if you don't mind, and let me know how the video and audio quality is. We're multi-streaming to multiple platforms today, so. And for those that are not aware, I'm running Game Glass. They don't sponsor me. They have no clue who I am. None whatsoever. But as you can see, if you look in the top left-hand portion of my screen, it's super easy to reallocate power. If I wanted all the thrusters, there it is. All the shields, that easy. All the weapons, that easy. Of course, we don't give any power to the weapons on a Prospector. Don't be one of those guys. You're in a mining ship. Okay. If somebody jumps, you just pay the fee and hope for the best. All right, and here we go. And don't forget about that poll question. I want to know if you're going to watch the CitizenCon live stream live. I think a bunch of you have already said that you're just going to basically look for content creators to summarize and release videos of their own, and I think that's what I'm going to do as well. So kind of give you guys a summary. Might miss something important, probably not, we'll find out. Try and get everything important in there. All right, and look at that, we are back to Clio. All right, let's kill our drive here. And let's find someplace nice and easy on the other side of the moon in the light. And off we go. And let's see if the moons of Microtech will be nice to us today. For those that aren't aware, I've been mining pretty much exclusively out here for weeks. I have about 9 or 10 work orders stacked up at MIC-L1 right now. So, a couple million waiting for me to transport. And the thing I like about the moons of Microtech is you don't have as many people waiting for you between this and MIC-L1. You know, not that it's impossible, but you know, your chances of being interdicted are fairly low, even though there's somebody right here. The UE Navy, I'm sure he's going to tell me. All right, and we are right out here, looking good. There's the UE Navy. There must be a bounty hunt going on here nearby. And we're going to go look for some friendly geography here. Get our mining head deployed. There we go, right over there. Perfect. And we'll go ahead and throw out a scan to start our day. And I'm just going to scan everything around me real quick before I drop down. And look for multiple returns. Maybe Quantanium, may not be. We'll find out. But it is gorgeous out here, and it is cold. There's a triple right there. And since we're headed that direction, let's go ahead and bump these two while we're at it. A double. And what else we got here? A single, gneiss deposit, quartzite deposit. So, like I said, you'll get returns out here, and they may not be Quantanium, so we'll take a look. Granite deposit, so that was our triple or quad. And there's our double over there. And we're below the cloud layer now. And we're just going to fly along. And unlike Lyria, these types of returns may not be Quantanium. And Greg's saying he very rarely sees somebody out there. And I agree. It's fairly desolate out here. People, I guess, would rather deal with griefing and pirating than they would wind. So, you know, we don't have a big fan base of miners out here. But man, when you find a good deposit, it's really nice most of the time. There's another double right there. We'll go investigate. And I'm just going to go ahead and pop all these while we're at it. Another double. And a single. And let's just go ahead and get this one while we're at it. Sometimes these will pop in front of us. And another single. All right, let's go investigate these three. Morton, thanks for the sub, man. Greatly appreciated. And so we're going to head this direction first. Single. And one of the pieces of advice that I'm going to be putting on my video is if you're moving off to investigate something, hit that 45-degree scan angle. See what you can see. Sometimes you'll bump things as you're flying by that you wouldn't normally find. Okay, this is all quartzite. And I know you miners on the stream were getting excited when you saw this many come back. But like I said, on the moons of Microtech, the rules are a little different than they are in Lyria. Not sure why. Don't care. But you learn real fast not to get incredibly excited over multiple returns. So anyway, off we go. Okay, that's a single over there. And we're just going to fly out this direction and towards the mountains here. And there's another double. We'll go investigate. And here's a nice camera angle for you guys. Looking beautiful out on the moons of Microtech today. Look at this. Just gorgeous. Try not to fly into the ground today. Your max velocity out here is going to be at about 170 kilometers per hour. So nothing too fast. You're fighting some wind. Okay, we got a double right there. Looks like a single over there. So we'll investigate these first. And let's see what we can see. Do not appear to be Quantanium. So you can just tell by visually inspecting them. We'll move our scan angle back out to 179, kind of keep things in front of us for now. And we'll go ahead and pop this one right here as we fly by. Dole, so for you rock miners, maybe that's valuable, maybe it's not. Aren't you guys basically going after Hadnite? Is that right? Let's go ahead and pop these over here while we're at it as well, just to make sure we don't leave any money on the ground. We'll gain some altitude. And the thing about Microtech is it's either feast or famine, just like Lyria. You know, could have a good day, could have a bad day. Most of the time, I don't spend a lot of time looking. You know, normally if I get down to 75% on hydrogen, I'll just go ahead and bed log or try a different part of the moon, one or the other. Okay, a couple singles that direction, so we'll head to our starboard side over here. Keeping that scan angle at 2. There's some more good stuff for you rock miners. And Adrian's saying he wants that Hadnite or Afro. Makes sense. All right. And let's see what we got for opportunity markers over here. And you guys are noticing I'm just moving that FOV from 179 to 2 degrees. to pop these things. Nice and easy. There we go. Let's go investigate that one. That looks like a triple maybe. Let's see what we got over here as well. I believe that's a single. Yep. So we'll move our scan angle back out to 179. We'll pop these opportunity markers right here just to get reoriented. Back down to 2 degrees. And there's a triple right there. Let's go see what we can see. And if you're just joining us, welcome on the Rocks with AlphaInfinity Tech. We are live during the day. Usually we stream at night, but today we're live during the day. And we're out hunting for rocks in the cold, windy, and mostly dark part of the universe out here on the moons of Microtech. Okay, we're about 75%. Not running into a ton of unscannables or things that I can't. So we're going to see what we can see here. Yep, so Ignis. Like I said, I know you miners get really excited when you see a bunch of these opportunities pop out, but different rules out here on the moons of Microtech. And there's that wind. It just picks up your prospector and flips you over. Especially in the mountains, right? Let's head up this direction. We'll follow this along. And I believe, yeah, that's what we just scanned. Look at that beautiful moon out there. Isn't that gorgeous? I do believe that is Euterpe in the background there. And Star Citizen, it's buggy, but they sure do build a beautiful game, don't they? And I think what we're going to do is we're going to bedlog here in just a moment. Just not getting a lot of decent opportunities out here. And we should have run into something by now. Yep, another useless rock right there for us. Find a nice spot to park here in just a moment. I'm going to try a few more of these before we call it. Want to make sure we don't do something unless we absolutely have to. A lot of good stuff for you rock miners out here. Of course, that Dolvine's not interesting to you, I don't think, but okay, more singles. So what we'll do is we'll go ahead and do this. Get our mining head put back in. And get our landing gear down, get into VTOL mode. Find a nice spot right here. Right down this direction. This is looking nice. In between the hills here, we'll go ahead and set down right about here. That looks like a nice flat spot right there. Drop our velocity down, set her down nice and gentle. There we go. Nice and easy. And make sure we're fairly flat. Yep, we're good. And I'm not even going to turn off the engines or do anything like that. I'm just going to back out of the seat here. And for those of you who aren't familiar with this process, all we're doing... Uh-oh. That's never a good sign. Oh, there we go. Usually if the door doesn't open, that means a 30K is imminent. But what we're going to do here is we're just going to log out. Same thing you do in the belt. No different. No reason to keep burning time. You don't have to. And Adrian's saying if he comes across a pack of like 8 Dolovine, then he'll mine it. Still a good chunk of cash. Yeah, you know, rock mining, you can make some money doing that. For sure. I gave it a try on a stream a few weeks ago and really had a lot of fun. Learned that there's a big difference between the rock and the rock DS. You know? Don't have to leave your seat in the rock. You do in the DS. Yeah, you get more cargo capacity, but it's kind of useless because the amount of time you have to spend out there is pretty insane to fill up the rock DS, I think. And look at that beautiful prospector. There we go. All right. Unfortunately, the landing gear weren't down, so I'm probably scratching the paint, but that's all right. Whatever. We'll get our binding head deployed. And we'll start our scan meta again here. There's a double right in front of us. So we'll go investigate that one first. Bring our scan angle down to 45 degrees here. Pop these close. And it would appear as though my rocks disappeared on me. All right. And this is feeling smoother to me already. So not quite as... Another single out that direction. Okay, we got a triple of obsidian. And hey, Digital, welcome back, man. Glad to have you. Yeah, we're trying out some multi-stream on Twitch and YouTube today, so more of a technology demo than a stream, but testing out streaming quality, audio quality, all that kind of fun stuff. YouTube, I think we got that licked, but unfortunately, on the Twitch side, it's going to require a little bit more work for us. Man, that wind is brutal. She can only hold 110, 120. And so we're just going to fly over the mountaintops here. Oh, there's a quad something. Let's go investigate and see what we can see here. And like I said, the rules are different out here on the moons. I know you miners were getting really excited about that return that came back. And like I said, as same as it is on Lyria, feast or famine out here. It almost looked like I got a rock type back on that scan. Let's try that again. Try out in the plains. The thing about the moons is you can find it in the mountains or in the plains. Might have gotten the Discord overlay sorted out. Let me see. Not sure yet. You guys should be seeing a little Discord link on the bottom left. That's part 1 of my fix right there. And then in terms of the overlay itself, still working that out. For those on the stream, I'm curious to know if you have to actually type in that URL manually or if the overlay lets you click on it. I doubt it does, but... Oh, there's something nice for a rock miner right there. Got some granite over here. Got some obsidian over there. Let's get a little bit higher up. Gain some speed to trade off those opportunity markers. And we're going to try this for 5 more minutes, and then we'll head to Calliope. Because it appears as though this one's not cooperating with us today. It's just like the belt. Some days it'll be plentiful, and some days it won't. I may try hopping to another part of the planet here. There's some Hadnite for you rock miners. And the nice thing is you can get into a different type of suit. All right, let's go ahead and gain some altitude here. Notice how the this is never a good sign when you see this right here. And that tells me the server could be having some issues. And there's our beautiful prospector. And good to know you can't click on it because the scroll bar is in the way. Let me see if I can fix that real quick. There you go. Give that a try. Let me know if that works. And off we go. And Digital Zero, let me know if that's clickable or not. I'm curious. If it's not clickable, I probably won't be using it just because it doesn't seem that useful to me. Okay, no interaction. Okay, that's kind of what I figured. All right, let's see if we can find out this direction. Looks like 3 UE ships out there for some reason. And the winds are just a little bit more intense out here. There's a double. Looks like granite. There's a quad right there. Let's go investigate. You guys can see those winds just whipping across those mountains below me. But fear not. You know, in a prospector, it's not really that big of a deal. There's another triple over there, so we'll go investigate that in a minute. Hard to maintain velocity in the winds, but that's okay. Look at those winds, guys. It is nasty out here. Okay, that's going to be quartzite. Dolvine. Just going to move over to lots of opportunity markers out here, so that's always a good sign. $8,000 meters off our other triple here. Maybe it turned into a single on us. Oh, look at that. Look at that wind out there. Isn't that cool? You rock miners would have a field day out here. If the wind didn't beat you up too bad. There's a double. We'll go investigate, see what that is. And you can see that wind just whipping across my windscreen here in the cockpit. There's our double over there. We'll go take a look. Look like a single right there. Quartzite right there. And let's see what we got right here. Don't have a visual on it yet. Can't tell exactly what it is. We'll find out in just a moment. Granite. There's another double over there. We'll take a look. Maybe a triple. Yeah, it looks like a triple almost. Another double over there. So we'll go investigate both of these. And if you're just joining us, welcome to On the Rocks with AlphaInfinity Tech. We are live during the day today. We usually stream at night. And we're simulcasting to 2 different streaming platforms. We got YouTube and Twitch. For you Twitch guys, mobile is not working at the moment. I'll be troubleshooting that here in a little bit, but for now. If you want a mobile experience, watch us on YouTube. We're live. Thought I saw some kind of return come back, but still can't granite. Okay. And we're going to move over to our starboard side here in just a moment. We had another double come up. I just want to pop that one real quick. That's a single. And look at those winds. We're going to put the wind at our 6. And scan all these guys over this direction. I think the double is this one right here. We'll find out. That looks like that might be it. Let's find out. The winds are more intense out here than they were on Clio. There's a double right there. Let's look at this one at 2,000 off our starboard side first, and then we'll check out the one on the port side. Okay, Dolvine. Looks like we got a couple over here. Let's see what we got. And I'll give you guys an outside view here in just a moment. It is cold and windy and hostile out here. But there is money to be made. You guys notice I'm scanning like crazy just because my visibility is not that great. Let's see what we got right over this mountain right here. Looks like quartzite. Oh, there's that wind again. Got to be on your toes out here. Oh, there it is again. If you guys look at my thruster output in the top left-hand corner of your screen, you can see the prospectors fighting it. Notice that we're at 91% just to stay soft on the outside here. We got a triple at 8,000 meters. We'll go check that out. And it looks like a quad over there, so we'll go look at that one as well. Look at all these opportunity markers. I have a good feeling. And the interesting thing about mining is that you're constantly having to have thruster output to offset the force of wind on your prospector there. So even when we're moving in on a nice cluster of something, we're always scanning. More granite. And the winds are getting more intense out here. Let's check this direction real quick. Another beautiful day out here on the moons of Microtech. I'm going to check my hydrogen real fast. In just a moment, we'll pull that mining head back in and check it out. You can see the winds whipping off those mountains. There's some aphrite for you miners. And it looks like Lyria was putting out today, and maybe the moons of Microtech just aren't going to play ball. Let's find. I'll spend about 5 more minutes here. And MB Racing saying, how can you tell how many rocks from afar? I'll show you. We'll pop this one right here at 7,000 meters. See how it came back with more than one of these indicators right here? That says there's 4 there. This one over here. Just 1. This one over here. Just 1. And then this one back here at 7,000 meters once again. Now it's only showing us 1. Let me see if I can gain some altitude. So we had 4 showing there. There they are. And while we're en route to those, I'll just go ahead and pop these while we're at it. Lots of quartzite today. The Quantanium gods are not being nice to me out here. Pulled out about 400,000 out of Lyria pretty quick. But the moon's Microtech today, not so much. And some days it's exactly the opposite. I can go to Lyria and find absolutely nothing or get shot at. Come out to the moon's Microtech and pull 500,000 an hour out of here. So we're going to pop up into the atmosphere here. I'm going to scan all these real quick. We'll pop up into the atmosphere and we'll check another part of the moon before we call it a day. Oh, there it was right there. $74.60 mass. It'll probably come back with an instability of like 2. Yeah, 377. So we're going to have a junk rock here. But I'll scan it for you guys anyway, just so you can see what your big rock. No doubt about it. Going to be about 2%, 2 to 4% on Quantanium. Yeah, 6%. Mr. Sandbagger, how's it going, man? Oh, there we go. Let's go see what that is. Maybe we can get lucky and get a couple of these in that direction. Yep, we're going to get a couple of them. Okay. So we got a 2 and a couple of 4s. We'll go investigate. Okay, those are going to be shale. Let's see what this one is over here. And we also, so we got a quad there. And I believe we have a quad at 7,000 meters as well. Okay, Obsidian on our port side. So we'll take a look and see what these are right over here. Getting into the dark side of the moon. Things are getting dark. Turn on our lights here. We're Obsidian. You know what? Let's go ahead and pop this one at 8,000 meters just to make sure before we head out. Okay, let's see what we got over this direction. 50% on hydrogen. Burning fuel like crazy out in the wind here. Yeah, Adrian, you don't want to go solo mining in a mole on these moons. It's not a recipe for success. You want to definitely take a prospector so you can control your thrusters at the same time. It is rough out here in a mole without a friend. But yeah, you find 42%ers. You find 8,000 mass rocks at 42% out here on good days. For some reason, the moons are not cooperating with me today, but most days, like I said, I'm pretty much mining here almost exclusively now. Less people, less traffic, bigger rocks, it seems like. But naturally today, not working out. Okay, so let's go ahead and shoot up into the atmosphere. And we'll find another place. This is never a good sign right here when this is doing this. When your altimeter is all bugged out. That would normally indicate that there's an issue out in the verse. Okay, we'll pitch up to 70, 65, 70 degrees. And I'm just going to go ahead and select this Port Tressler as a quantum destination, just to get me a little bit away from the planet. Well, let me see if that's even necessary. Let's see what we got over here. Yeah, processing SPMC-10. Let's give it a shot. Why not? Uh-oh, Troby is telling me he just had a 30K. And Digital Zero is saying deployable anchors would be a great addition to the mole. Yeah, it'd make mining a little bit easier, which is why it's not going to happen. There's a nice mountain range over there. All right, let's see if we can get the party started on this side. And we'll try this for about 5 minutes. Okay, there's a double. We'll go investigate that one. There's a single. Just seeing if we can find a quad or something better. There's another double. So we got 2 doubles down this direction. So we'll start out by investigating these first. You don't want to be coming in hot on these high grav moons, so watch that velocity, especially in the dark. And scan like crazy so you can see your structures. Keep an eye on that geography. Okay, 2 quant rocks. We got a 4107. Let's find out what these instability numbers. 341, that's a junk rock. Let's see if it's little buddy next to it is halfway decent. 259, 2 junk rocks, but hey, at least we're finding it. You'll see here there's going to be a 4%er. And a 2%er, so not worth our time. Let's go ahead and get up in some altitude, but at least we found some right away, so that makes me happy. That tells me we're sort of hunting in the right area, maybe. There's a triple over there. Let's go investigate that one. And when you're flying from point A to point B, just move your scan angle to 45 degrees. You might get lucky and pop something you might not have seen before. Never a good sign when you can't scan them until you get really close to them like that. More rocks for you rock miners. It's got a double over here. Let's go take a look at that one. And while we're en route, we'll scan these as well. And if you're just joining us, welcome to On the Rocks Live with AlphaInfinity Tech. We're mining out in the moons of Microtech today. We've already hit Lyria, pulled 500,000 out on Lyria in the first hour of the stream, so we're giving the moons a try. This is where we normally mine, but they do not appear to be cooperating today. Tried bed logging once. Found a couple of rocks here. Low composition, low mass. So the worst of both worlds. And once we get to 25% hydrogen, we'll call it. Probably not Quantanium. These are not scanning. Okay. That looks like some more hadnite or something out that direction. There's another double. Let's go take a look. It's interesting how that one popped right in front of us like that. And Let's Go Easy is asking what's the nearest cell location. It's going to be MIC-L1. I'm sorry. It's going to be New Babbage for refined product. Unrefined, you can take it to MIC-L1 and sell it direct if you want. Full thrusters on the Prospector and only managing 160 kilometers per hour. Okay, we'll try 5 more opportunity markers, folks, and then I'm going to go ahead and call it for today. And go troubleshoot why my Twitch stream isn't working on mobile. We're going to go fix that. A lot less chance of pirates out here, that is correct. Though I will say, I did run into some the other day. But I've never been interdicted between the moons and MIC-L1. So that has not happened yet, knock on wood. I'm sure it will, but full thrusters. Look at this thrust right up here. 90+%. 140 is the best we can do. And we're fighting the wind on this one. All right, let's see what we got at 4,000 meters here. All right, looks like we're going to end the day on a deposit of some kind. We'll see what we got here. 7728, that's a big rock. But instability is going to be, yeah, 384. Not good. Let's see what the 5214 is going to do for us today. 259, even worse. Yeah, Aim Potato, I already own the Manus. Haven't played around with it too much yet, but I definitely plan on doing... There's a double. Let's go look at that. I definitely plan on doing a little Manus. There's a triple and a double. Let's go investigate. Just not sure if I'm down with the gameplay or not. I know it can be profitable, especially if they pay you off. Okay, so we got a triple off our starboard side. That one just popped right in front of us. And let's hit this one at 4,000 meters as well. Make sure we're not missing something over here. And a double. Yeah, there's our double and our triple right there. So let's see. We got one at 4, we got one at 3, and one at 5. So we'll start with the one at 3 first. Okay, that looks like shell. Let's move over to our port side here. Let's go look at our double. Oh, it turns into a triple. I'll take it. And a double. So we got a double and a triple near each other. And another double. So we got a triple, a double. A triple and 2 doubles. So one of these has got to be a decent rock, right? Nice. Go look at this one first since it's on our way. Oh, these are 2 separate returns that just happen to be near each other. Interesting. Moons and Microtech. No fun today. No fun. Usually very productive. But just lots of low comp rocks. Not much to mine out here today. All right, folks, I think that this is gonna, I think I'm gonna go ahead and call it. Let's see if we have any more. We'll try these over here real quick. See if there's anything at under 10,000 meters that we can go take a look at. I couldn't tell if that was a single or... One thing that is nice about mining in the dark is you can see these indicators really easily. All right, that's it. We're out of here. And Stan's asking, I seem to have lost my saddlebags on the Prospector. Anyone know of a clever use of game mechanic to get him to return? The only way I know that works for me is a character reset. And it looks like the altimeter is still bugged out, so that could be part of the problem as well that's hampering us. Like I said, most of the time the moons are great, but today, not so much. And anytime I see this altimeter like this, that tells me there's something not right. All right. Let's go ahead. I thought I set our destination, but let's do it again. We still had a nice morning on Lyria, so a couple of decent work orders there. Not able to set my destination either, so let's go ahead and just get into orbit. We'll go out to the comm array here. And then we won't approach. Don't want to get shot at. Even tried bed logging and no luck. So there we go. And Stan's saying they returned on the last wipe and lost them last night. Yeah, I think, like I said, for mine, once they disappear, the only way I know to get them back is a character reset. Which means that you have to refactor all your inventory and everything else again. Stan says he ended up making just shy of $1 million last night. That is a nice run. Beautiful run. Yeah, we had a absolutely epic mining operation running on Lyria last night. And I'm pretty sure most everybody made well above 300,000. Stan pulled out 900. We had another player on who was into the 1.5 million. Had a great time doing that. And let's take a look at the MIC-L1 mining routes real quick. I'm just curious to see how bad the distance is. You get a 2% refining bonus out here. I thought there was one route out here that was semi-short. So if you want to do the ArcCorp Halo run, you're looking at 27 million. 21 million to Hurston, 18 million out to Hur 04, 20 million out to Crusader, and 26 million out to Crew 05. That's why they're giving you a refining bonus. That is a jaunt out there and back for sure. And here we are back at MIC-L1. And we ran down to 25% on hydrogen. And for those that join me today, thank you for joining. I appreciate it. Like I said, we're doing a technology demo, seeing if we can get our simulcast working to 2 different streaming platforms at the same time. It looks like YouTube's working great. Quality audio and video is really good, but it looks like Twitch is being problematic for some reason. So, but there's 2 different ways to stream to Twitch, so I'll try the second method and see if that works a little better for us. In the meantime, you'll definitely be able to catch us later in the week on a live stream, and look for a video hitting the channel soon. We're going to be doing a Moons of Microtech Part 2, and there's going to be plenty of footage of Kraken in that one. And we're going to use our game glass here to ask for permission to land, see if we can get a nice landing spot. There it is. Look at that. What a lucky guess that was, huh? And all system components, a link to each one is in the description of the video, if in case you guys want to know. We're playing at 4K resolution, so that's why you see 34, 35 FPS, but it's smooth. I'm not doing anything crazy on the 12900, like using Project Lasso to isolate P-cores or anything like that. It's all stock. No overclocking, no special Windows tweaks or anything like that, besides not, of course, using Cortana on Windows 11. So if you want to know what components we're using, those are all in the description of the video. And I want to thank everybody, especially my regular guys, Logos Veritas, Digital Zero, Stan Powell, Adrian, Aimpotat, Let's Go Easy, Trovian, of course, Mr. Sandbagger. And if I missed anybody, please don't be offended. John, I'm just looking through here. Axiom, I've seen on a couple of times. Thank you for joining. Kugel83, of course. I want to thank everybody for joining us today. Like I said, we were just trying out our multi-stream platform and seeing how it's working out. And we obviously have some work to do. So, with that being said, I want to thank you guys. We'll be live streaming later this week. And hopefully we'll have a lot better luck on the moons than I did today. Normally I would have bed logged once, and then if that didn't do it, if I wouldn't have found something in 5 minutes, I probably would have changed regions just to make sure I wasn't hitting the same server cluster in the USA. So we either would have been out to Australia or Europe, and that almost always solves that problem. But sometimes you run into some instances, just like you do on Lyria or out in the belt, where you run into non-scannables or low inventory or something else going on. And so that's what happened today to us on the moons of Microtech. And we'll give it a shot again. So thanks everybody for joining. I'm going to go ahead and stop the stream now, and we'll see you guys again soon, and keep an eye out on the YouTube channel. Thanks for joining. Glad to have everybody here.